yet again as we go into this game number 3 now. No-Tail again playing on the support Naga Siren, has the Orb of Venom, a couple salves, Mirror Image, he's ready to go. 1-6 in the qualifiers. The lone win was No-Tail against Nigma.
Good. All 6 of those other games are on core though, so on support I think it's 1-0.
Okay.
So if Tundra do win this game, I think it has to be on the back of Nine's Winter Wyvern. This hero is typically pretty weak in lane, so maybe they'll make something happen, because I don't know how the lane goes for Zeus. I've literally never seen this matchup. I don't know if it's ever happened in a high MMR pub, but I should see Winter Wyvern like farming pretty comfortably in this one.
Up top, they've already popped Metamorphosis. Skidder doing some nice damage there onto Seb, but likewise taking that Timber Chain first, and they're trying to keep whatever pressure they can. This Mirror Image start is kind of annoying to deal with by the Naga Siren. The illusions just start giving, you just run them down a little bit there. You can do some body block stuff as well that goes well, but he's going to pull this wave, No-Tail, and actually going to take it to the right because of that play that we saw last time. Can Fada connect him? He actually lets it go. Okay, weird stuff in the laning stage. It's a classic. It's what we've seen a ton of times, and they're going to pull it back.
This is good for OG because Skidder committed Metamorphosis, so now he only gets to play one creep wave on meta. I mean, it's not like it's too bad for them, and Fada, he does prevent them from going around and denying a wave there, but it's a cool play coming out from No-Tail.
There are other lanes that exist. Right now you can see down bottom, Snaking playing on the Coddle with 3-3, taking that Thunderclap at the early goings here. Curious what his build ends up being. This is a hero that definitely has found some like revitalization around the Aghanim Scepter and all that fun stuff. Currently, I think that he has the Helm of Ironwill coming out again. So Tundra just really believing in this idea of a Helm of the Dominator creep early.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see them use it a bit more cohesively as a team this time. Last time he got Helm and he sort of just played alone. I think this item should make you strong enough to like put pressure on your opponent. But so far, like Sumail's having the lane of his life. He's 10-6 now, and 3-3 he only has 3 CS.
Yeah, this is a tough one for him, definitely. Sumail keeping that pressure on, finds the deny there, and you can see that Snaking, in the moment at least, is just farming up that small camp.
That's pretty cool. They got the lane equilibrium, right? So what you do as a safe lane against the enemy pulling it in front of the tower is generally you use pole camps. But Snaking, he just blasts it twice. He gets his level 2 off it, and the lane is going to stay in front of 3-3's tower for probably this entire lane. I would say blast it like this, of course. Not sure about this one.
Yeah, 3-3. They want to ensure that they got that range creep. Takes a lot of damage for the trouble, but Soxa actually is going to get chased down a little bit here. Does have another Earth Spike back up, and 3-3, I think he might be dead here. As the right clicks come through, Sumail draws first blood. They have the Hex afterwards, and Snaking also will fall. But Sumail, a lot of damage to the creeps, and meanwhile, up top, they also take down Seb. So both safe laners, a chance. Looking for it. Nine chasing underneath the tower. Right click's coming through, but it doesn't look like it's quite enough. Ooh, Splinter Blast. Stay close. Soxa down bottom. Snaking able to find that finish. So there's just massive action all around the map right now.
Yeah, and just a little bit of overextension from Tundra in the bottom lane. I think they really got baited by Soxa. He was like sort of manning up against a lot of creeps, but he understood his limits completely. There is this huge wave. Typically, Coddle pressures carries really well when you have a lot of creeps on the tower, because you can just sort of blast them. I think 3-3 is going to pull the next wave.
Lead played by him. Soxa going to eat a Illuminate Blast right there as they try and keep the pressure on to Sumail. Definitely not a hero that like loves farming underneath the tower with the creeps hitting him constantly. But in the meantime, 3-3 throws that Cinder Brew out now onto the creeps. They'll the immolation and eventually get killed off. And Soxa, another Illuminate Blast coming through. Will it quite connect? Not on the mark. So they're doing a good job after a rough early game of keeping this pressure on.
Yeah, 3-3, he's just playing his standard Dota of making the lane as non-Dota as possible. Pulling waves, anchoring your opponent, just doing anything, just like in last game, to be as annoying as possible. And honestly, it is working well for him, because you can imagine, and the CS is still horrible, right? Like, Jaw's 28 to his 11. But you can imagine, if they got double killed and he wasn't doing this stuff, this lane would be like 100-0. He's even going to drag the wave all the way in front of his tier 3, so he can deny a wave from Sumail.
Whoa, long walk. And I mean, at the same time, you're seeing that, you know, Timber, he's getting his levels right about on the same mark as what's going on with the Brewmaster. So he's also not doing great in terms of CS. Mid has been very even. Topson and Nine both getting after it here as they're almost to level 6. There are more stacks that are built up in the jungle for the Radiant, though. And you can imagine that those might get taken eventually by Seb as a little bit of a catch-up mechanic, because we've seen these Timbers do time and again.
Yeah, I think OG's identity in a lot of this qualifier has been getting those stacks off. I'm honestly, it's part of the reason why I'm surprised he didn't take Timbersaw, because he has to be one of the best heroes if he has a good lane at going in and just taking all of your opponent's stacks. But we'll see, like, Tundra, they do have some idea of a Timbersaw, right? They shut him down really hard in this lane.
Bada, TP mid. As the reaction comes, they find that kill. Snaking will get a return onto Saksa, but the bigger one is Nine going down and killing Fata. He was trying to TP back out and away, and
No,
he was
he was
just
trying
too low.
to help mid lane.
Yeah.
He uses TP, but Topsy pops the ulti and he just kills Wyvern. That's Wyvern using his first curse. Just a good rotation from Saksa. Coming in behind the Winter Wyvern, they catch him.
Just like that. No tail, gonna pop the mirror image. A lot of illusions. So many of them mid. Does have 3 points up in the Splinter Blast right now for Nine. So talk to me a little bit about this Winter Wyvern mid. What's the strength of it as Snaking's gonna run away from all these no-tail illusions?
The main strength of it is that the Egg Nims is one of the more busted upgrades right now. In the last patch, or maybe the patch before that, it just got given 25% move speed upon activation. It refreshes the Arctic Burn duration, so you're constantly slowing and doing percent damage. And Wyvern, he just has like this good 50 damage time. Arctic Burn is one of the best spells in Dota, and I know this because in ability draft, it's picked very early all the time. I mean, you can, it's like a weird idea, right? But ability draft is just how good the spell is independent of the hero, and Arctic Burn is up there.
Well, something to keep an eye on, as if they can get to that unimpeded, and if Nine can make it to that point, could start to see some pretty strong performances here, particularly, you know, against the tankier heroes that we might end up seeing later on, whether that's a Timbersaw or whether that ends up being a Nagagoin. Well, I guess it's not going to be Nagagoin for anything really, because it's support, but we'll see.
And we can even see Knoxville in our stats chat. He said that Winter Wyvern's first spell, Arctic Burn, is 60% win rate, which is the highest from impact and standard deviations of any. I don't know what he said. He said
okay, no, you can.
It's the best spell in ability draft. He said, I dropped out of college. I'm uneducated. You can't say these words to me.
That's fine. We'll get through it together. You saw right there as well, Seb getting level 6 and now feeling very confident in this lane. Skitter's still staying up here with Fata, interestingly enough. Are they gonna try and keep him in this area? He's TPing out of there.
I mean, Fata will try to drag the creep wave off.
Nine? No, he's gonna try and go toe-to-toe here with Topson, but was already taking a ton of damage there. The lightning bolt's just bursting him down low.
Topson does have that ultimate back up, so he has to be a bit careful. Fata's gonna try to just sort of sit top and absorb any EXP that comes in. But it's very scary. I mean, he's playing against a Timbersaw and Nagalich just got him, and they've managed to like create a double wave to hit this tower with.
Yeah, that tier 1's starting to fall. We'll see what Fata decides to do. Similar story, as though not the double wave, is down bottom. They have that Helm of the Dominator creep going for the wraparound with 3-3. He's also got that ulti up. Won't quite be able to connect there with the Illuminate spam, but Snaking trying to queue it up again, and Saksa catches him, spots him, Solar Bind, and moving on in with the Tornado, slow and steady, it burns him down, and Fata will die up top. So both supports going down in a very interesting spray there. Not sure what that one was, but managed to trade off supports again. Very even.
Last game, what the big difference maker was that Seb was able to take this top tower and then TP bottom to defend it. But I think they've got enough pressure this time on 3-3 that it's just going to be a tower change. Yeah, you can even see Fata comes up top. He doesn't want to let this tower die for free. If you can drag the creep wave off the tower against Timbersaw, it's not like he has any real tower damage. It's only the creep wave. Fata's going to drag this wave, maybe even to his Terrorblade in the jungle, and defend his top tower that way.
Nobody is coming down bottom to defend this one. 3-3 looks like he's going to get it for free. as Fata, and also that you can see here, Fata's connecting this up with the Terrorblade illusion. So you're still getting farm on Skitter from this, all the while he's, you know, over on the other side of the map in his own triangle at this point. But they will kill off that illusion, and now Fata taking it on another trip. We'll give the high five, and then eventually end up dying. So big rotation up top to secure that tower. Tundra, they've already taken bottom.
And I think Fata's really happy with that. He saw all these heroes, he got a lot of EXP, he's going to be level 6 with the book. And now there's just space for Terrorblade to play Terrorblade Dota. Oh, they want to go. He used meta to farm Ancients, and they're chaining it into a play mid. They have the Brewmaster split, they have the Helmet Dominator, they feel strong.
I mean, meta's about to wear out. Do they want to fight this? Thompson's in the area. They're using the last bit of this to try and get the tower down, but as meta wears off, will they come to defend on OG?
They have a wagon here, so even just forcing OG to sort of sit around and defend. Oh, curse!
Winner's curse? Chase down, Splinter Blast dead, no song. Nicely played there by Nine to find that. And now, with this Helm of the Dominator creep that's turned into a melee creep, it looks like they're going to get a significant amount of damage onto this tier 1 tower, maybe even claim it.
They're just killing the tower. They do get the deny on OG. Wait, are they going
looking for more? Thinking about it. Slow down onto Sumail, but the Hex and the back out. That Gust saving his life.
You know, we were saying at the start that it's really hard for Terrorblade to right-click people, but maybe the Solar Bind, like that was a big stone drought. Solar Bind combined with Arctic Burn. Like if Nine just tags all of his opponents once with Witchblade, which he's going for, or Aghanims, maybe that's enough for Terrorblade to be able to right-click. This game is, like, my understanding of Dota, it's hard in these games, you know, because this is so different than anything I've personally experienced. Like mid-Winter Wyverns, some Naga Siren 5s, no real stuns on Tundra, but a ton of like slow disables. And maybe their read on the draft in the game is completely different because they're not looking out of this at all. I thought this game would be way easier for OG.
Well, they are, at the moment at least, staying very even, and OG with the slight lead. But I guess that this is also a question of, like, at what point does OG's draft start to really come online? Were you expecting it mainly to be around, like, the Timbersaw getting that tower taken, or do you think it's more so when, like, a Lion Blink Dagger comes out? What's sort of that moment that OG are going to be looking for?
Well, they're a bit too far from Lion Blink Dagger. I mean, the one weakness of OG's lineup is that none of the cores really make moves, right? Like, they're okay sitting back and farming half the map, but if you can't make moves, sometimes it gives too much of an opportunity for your opponent to open up the game. Like Drow Ranger, she's not going to run at you. Same for Zeus and same for Timbersaw. Timbersaw, he's going to shove his face in, but it's not like killing you in the same way. Honestly, I think a lot of it is because of how well Fata and Skitter were able to combine at top lane. Like, they destroyed a Timbersaw who had the counter pick onto Terrorblade. I mean, right now he's okay, he's caught up in farm a lot. But, you know, they've taken 2 towers, the map's opened up, and I think Skitter's feeling pretty good. He's comfortable using meta to just farm because they have so much map control.
Oh, Nine. Playing things very dangerous there. Pop the Arctic Burn to farm, and now is going to TP out. Soxa reveals himself.
TPing on the smoked up creep from Tundra. They want to fight here.
Interesting. Okay. Sumail, they are going... Ooh, there's a couple different places he could end up at. And they spot him over here. Sumail, gotta be careful. They're right by a tier 1 tower. This is dangerous. TP's coming in right afterwards. Sumail trying to buy some time with that Gust. Can they kill him off in time? Sumail down low, dead, and they get the lift up on Inaga, so no song to turn this back around. Seb trying to focus now onto Nine. He's brought down low, Zeus in the area, able to get the rundown and that kill. Fata now trying to back out. They've already used the Brew Split. There's nothing else left in the tank for him. Soxa will go down. Snake King looking for the big Illuminate Blast. They've still got that creep in the area, but they have lost 2 apiece, and it looks like Fata also going to fall. So the final tally ends up being a 2 for 3. Caveat is that Terrorblade's still farming during all of that.
Yeah, and Drow died, right? Like, this is going to be the carry this game. I mean, maybe Zeus is sort of the carry. And even like Seb, he can scale really hard this game. But again, I think they're happy with that from Tundra. I want to point out what 3-3 did that fight. Because most players, including myself, you know, you have problems playing the Brewmaster ulti. But instead, he stomped Naga when she TP'd into a lift up, so she could not song and save Sumail on the Drow Ranger there. It's just incredibly good, precise micro. And even though it's a 2 for 3, I think they're really happy with that engagement.
Of course, waiting for their timings on the side of Tundra. got this Witchblade that's going to be coming out eventually. And Terrorblade, in the meantime, going back for his Sanjin Yasha. We've seen that Scotty timing be something that's very scary as well. Sumail, will he get the time that he needs to get to those items? So we'll have to keep an eye on it as Hurricane Pike is queued up for the moment. They're trying to invade a little bit and just make OG feel slightly uncomfortable, but the same type of thing is going on up top as Seb and 3-3 with Snake King are sort of squaring each other up, eyeing each other up. And 3-3 is going straight into that Aghanim Scepter, so nothing to keep that silence off of him.
I think he's pretty much just going to play at range with the Cinder Brew and Primal Split. You even see in his build, like, he has a max Thunderclap because he understands he's never really going to go in to use it. I wanted to say, like, I'd like to see Tundra. Oh, they're going on to Brewmaster top. He has no 3-2 strong.
Doesn't have anything. 3-3 is super dead as they run him down, go for the kill, trying to get the KS there on Thompson, but nonetheless, that's Thunder God's Wrath down for a little bit. Maybe he was worried too about like people coming in there, and you know, if you get Bruce split off and the rest of Tundra's nearby, that could have been a turnaround. Hotel, Solar Bind, pushback, Song of the Siren, and are they trying to
want to fight
this?
this?
Okay, they have Gust, ready to go. Fada gets slowed. That Seb is in the area now. Fada start to drop down low. 9 is there too, trying to keep Thompson out of the fight. And they bring him down. God, look at the damage out from 9. He absolutely wrecked him there. But he doesn't have Arctic Burn back up, and it's a Hex out from that Lion. Meanwhile, Timbersaw gonna get lifted up as Snake King gets the pushback. Sumail's starting to drop down low, and he goes down. So they keep him out of the fight on 9 for a little while, but now No Tail with no song, there's nowhere left for him to go either. Now look at this. No, Seb, he's stuck on that little cliff there. He's going to come in and try and take down the rest of those stacks, but he's lost a lot. The rest of his buddies are gone, and the right click's coming through. Will it be enough to kill him? This dude is mighty tanky. Right now, sitting with 46 armor, but they will back out. Stun comes out now onto Fada, able to find that finish, but they got the Drow again.
Yeah, and another good metamorphosis and good fight for Tundra. I think 9 in that fight, he managed to hunt down Thompson, just him and one Terrorblade illusion, sort of slowed him down and ran into Zeus.
Good for them, definitely. Right now, at this point in time, Tundra, they are hitting a lot of things, but they still need an answer for this Timbersaw. Currently the highest net worth in the game, and Seb has just gone for this build to make him so difficult to kill. Queuing up that Sanjin Kaya next.
Right now, I think he's pretty much unkillable for Tundra's side, just because Lotus Orb is going to take off Arctic Burn and the Witch's Blade from Winter Wyvern. But I think as soon as Aghanim's finishes, you can't, I mean, you can purge it once, but he'll just hit you again and reapply it. And then they'll have damage. I think Tundra is sort of waiting for that. But he's in there deep. He's just a boy off on a journey.
This is just the Fada classic. Oh, and look, the Helm of the Dominator keeps soaking in the damage. Fada getting away on nothing.
And he just made it on Zuzo.
Right? Easy.
Oh, they catch Saksa bottom.
Down bottom. Oh, man. And again, look at how close he is to that Blink Dagger right now on Saksa.
This entire game, I was thinking they need to kill Saksa bottom. But I'm just like, they don't really have stuns to do it, you know? From like 800 gold to all the way to now, he's sort of sitting in that bottom lane, farming it up. But 9, he just takes it into his own hands. Solo killing him with the Winter Wyvern, sort of showing why. You know, they showed it last time, and everyone was sort of, is this hero broken? Is it just strong? Was it good just that game? I think he's showing a lot of prowess on this hero, and it's looking scary.
Absolutely. It's, you know, if you can find these supports and sort of accelerate your game, it looks really good as up top 3-3 gets a round and a salvo of Seb spells. Currently, what is he now? What, 3,000 gold behind? But they're throwing out the little Harpy Stormcrafter. Silence. The rest of the team is coming over. Seb is gonna fall. The chase down is coming, and he's taking a lot of damage. They pop Metamorphosis for this one. Pearl Boulder comes in, going to connect, and from downtown, Seb tries to get a hold of the Song of the Siren, though, keeping him alive. Oh, wait, but 3-3, he's on him with the Panda. Trying to chase. Who do they find? No Tail still escaping from this one, but the rest of the team is here. Winter's Curse back off cooldown in 8 seconds. They could look for a turnaround. Metamorphosis is still going. Do they want to fight anymore without their Timbersaw? It's a bold proposition, but oh gee, they're a bold team. Looks like they're not going to go for it.
Oh, and that was so close. I want to shout out to Nine right there because he actually waited until Seb used his Lotus Orb. He slowed him just with the Splinter Blast, just so he could get that extra damage from Arctic Burn and the Witch's Blade. It almost made the difference when Dota just coming in with a clutch TP into Song. I'm assuming he TP'd. I think he did. But yeah, they barely say Seb. That would have been a huge kill because anytime you're playing one of these tanky heroes, Bristleback, Centaur, Timbersaw, if you're like sort of going too far and the enemy punishes you, it's not even about the kill, it's about like the fear that strikes you. And now OG, they realize the enemies use Metamorphosis, they used Brewmaster ulti, they're going for Roshan. They're not going for Roshan, I lied.
They were going for Roshan, Snake King, right on top of it. They finally have a hero that can kind of scout Rosh with that Illuminate Blast and a little bit of vision from it as well. But it does look like towards mid, they're running. Oh, they also have an Alpha Wolf right now. And this is scary stuff.
Do you see Seb's HP? He just got chunked by just a Witch's Blade and Arctic Burn. I mean, he did not notice the orb off it right away, but he actually doesn't have any magic resistance. He thinks he's playing against Brewmaster, Terrorblade, supports that don't do that much damage, and Nine, he's pumping out DPS on this Winter Wyvern.
All right, well, looks like they're having some real lag issues right now, but the game about ready to go back and get underway. So a couple other things. We've got ourselves 3 points in Ensnare for Naga Siren as well as the Meteor Hammer. The rest of the team wrapping around right now. Lion, newly minted Blink Dagger. Zeus has this Octarine core, so he's just going to be trying to spam out as many spells as he can. Question is, how are they going to take this fight? Are they even going to take this fight? Coddle isn't even here, and he's got Mechanism. And on the other side of the map is Terrorblade with no meta.
I think Tundra are just going to spam them here. They have a lot of spam between the Cinder Brew, the Splinter Blast, and it's not like... See, they don't know about Sax's Blink Dagger. So in their eyes, they don't think they can get jumped here, but I think OG, they're gonna get some kills here. Like Seb, maybe the reason why he's not Lotus Orbing it off right away is you bait them in a bit close. Like OG's the type of team I think who would want to make those plays like that. That's why they always live with like 100 HP. They're always baiting each other, right?
It's fair. And to be honest though, also, like with this pause, it actually probably helps Tundra a lot. Like the timing of this one and like, thinking a little bit about, okay, Lion, he's been farming for this long. There's a chance he could have Blink Dagger or something. I want to see what their response is, if they just back out right afterwards or what ends up happening. But regardless, we'll keep our eyes on it. The other thing actually is the Shard coming out for Zeus afterwards. So again, there's a little jump away action to get some escaping. I mean, he's still going to get chased down by Wyvern, depending upon how these fights go.
Hey, it's a pretty good slow. It's 100% for 2.5 seconds. So if Wyvern's the one who's closest to him, maybe you can just use it to just get a bit away from him. And here we go back into the game.
And Nine backs out a little bit, gets to the other side. They're going to pop that glyph. And hanging out over here, throwing out the spam, Seb hanging onto that Lotus Orb. The wrap is coming. Soxa looking for an opening. Meteor Hammer down and Tower dead. Fada, is he the one that gets caught or is it going to be Nine? Do they jump? They catch him. Aphotic Shield not able to get out. Oh, the silence down low. Nine trying to live. They get the Winter's Curse off though. And able to turn this back around. They take down Zeus. Huge kill and nobody on Tundra dies. Seb trying to get out of there now. Fada will end up falling. Hitter now looking for the chase. Seb dropping down real low with the reflection, with all the right clicks coming in with that Arctic Burn and the Witch's Blade. But it does look like he'll manage to get back. So they trade in the end an Abba for a Zeus, but they also lost that tier 1 tower mid.
That was without meta, without Bruce, but I think Tundra are really happy about that engagement. I mean, the thing about Tundra's lineup is they have this huge power spike coming up at 200 gold with Nine's Aghanim Scepter. Seb is not going to be able to frontline versus that item. I mean, he's going for BKB now, but that puts him sort of on a timer in the fights. He doesn't have any... I would really like him to pick up Cloak this game. At least something to mitigate how much magic damage is going to come out from Winter Wyvern.
Where's those neutral items at? Let's go. You could grab yourself a freaking Nether Shawl or something later on.
If you got a Nether Shawl, that would be cool. He does have... Like, you can't really be mad about getting Essence Ring. But I think Nether Shawl would have been really good this game.
Now that Aghanims is completed now. And
he's going for the Silver Edge Nyx as well.
Ooh.
Just lets you get good curses off. We can even see last fight, Thompson got 100 to 0 from a curse, one right click from Wyvern, and a splinter blast. He just died. That's your mid hero with like, sort of, I mean, I was gonna say high net worth in this game, but he's actually quite low.
9, they have to pop the ulti right now to get out of there. No-Tail, is he thinking about turning onto this? Oh, no Meteor Hammer. But he does have the net. 9 tries to back away, net comes out. Slow and steady attempt here at a kill. 9 in trouble, drop down low. Soxa, he has that blink ready, jumps in. Oh, with the juke. 9 able to get away. Oh my God, I can't believe they didn't get that kill. And towards mid, they're going at the same time onto Seb. Trying to find this kill. Another pause. You hate to see it. That's not great. We got some misclicks going on as Wyvern is going to DC.
I think they're having some internet issues. I mean, it's an online qualifier. It happens. Really unfortunately, this happened to they're all disconnecting it. It just sucks because they're playing so well, but spikes are going to change the game for you a lot.
Yeah, that is a problem. 4 DC'd now, and they are going to start to reconnect. So, I mean, it's good news that at least one of them is staying in there, but it seems like it's just sort of stuttery internet, and they're reconnecting to trying to like refresh everything. You know, you should trust my opinion because I definitely know nothing about the internet. And how it gets into my computer, which is definitely also what happens. But regardless, hopefully they'll be back in here in a moment. We can start this back up again.
Really unfortunate. I think Tundra, they're in Poland at like. Wait, what just happened?
That was weird.
You in?
I'm still in it, yeah. But there was like some weird flash that went out. It's like a glitch in the matrix going on. Spooky.
All right.
Are you live?
I believe the lag. I'm lagging apparently. So.
All right, well, we're back into the game now, so hopefully you can keep your eye on what's going on here. But it looks like OG they'll get away with Seb. Was that another meta used?
Yeah, it had to be. I mean, they do have a cool combo where you can just keep following your Terrorblade and Chakra Magicking it to reduce the meta. Wait, he's still in Metamorphosis. I can't see it because I reconnected. It looks like he's melee and throwing out these random mobs.
It looks like they are going to do that.
Well. Yeah. Okay. So they have Aghanims onto 33 now. They have the Aghanims on 9, but they don't have the meta, so their timing has now become a bit weird. Honestly, good play by Seb from like sort of, he's playing aggressive, but sort of towing the line where he baits up the Metamorphosis, makes the enemy think they can kill him, and they can't, so now their timing sort of falls apart a bit.
So what does this next dream fight look like for OG? Because I'm seeing all these big items come out. Like you talk about the Ags, both for the Wyvern and for 3-3, and you know, obviously the Scotty almost completed. Well, what's OG looking for here?
I think a Naga Siren Sleep into bursting the Kato or Brewmaster would be really good.
Wait, do they see him? So they see inside the pit.
You can't see that creep, but it can see inside the pit. There's a line. Oh, they see it now.
Seb just saw it. Yeah, he's got to be careful now. Walks forward, 3-3, pops the ulti. Seb, he's kind of in no man's land, but Soxa, he found 9. Pops in, trying to kill him off, seeing if they can burst him in time, but look at all the heal, are you kidding me? Able to live through it, Bada, try to keep him alive, and the Winner's Curse kind of weirdly plays Seb, not able to get that Timber Chain off to kill off 9. The run away, they're still keeping this Naga under control. No-Tail starting to drop down low. Thompson goes for the jump away, but eventually they will beat him down. And in the meantime, 9 has been just keeping Seb out of this fight this whole time, and he lives through it all. Barely able to get out of that one, back towards the rest of the fight. Thompson is now going toe-to-toe against Skinner. And they also have Sumail. The Sunder comes out, the right clicks, spamming onto that Drow Ranger, and he's gonna try and run, but will he be able to get out? No TP cancel.
That was a beast play from Thompson at the end there, but like honestly, Lyrical, holy shit. That got gone by everything. Saxa finds him, it's the best target. They drop Zeus out, they drop Finger, Hex, Stun, Timbersaw spells. He gets healed up by the Mech Pipe from Staking, itemizing perfectly to save 9, plus some Abaddon heals, pumps the Essence Ring, and he lives throughout that fight.
That was wild.
How often do you hear like, guys, we lost a fight because we stunned the enemy Winter Wyvern for 7 seconds and we couldn't kill him with a Zeus Timbersaw Finger lineup? Like, it makes no sense, but this man, he's staying alive, and even while running, he randomly hits people and does a ton of damage, and all during that, you're focusing Winter Wyvern. Skinner is beating all of you up, and Tundra, they get a good fight, they get Roshan. my idea of the draft is completely exposed. I have no idea how they're winning this game, and they're just playing fantastically.
I mean, so here's the thing too, right? Like you normally anticipate that you're going to be able to bring down that Wyvern. After that fight, 9 is level 19 right now, 2100 HP, and then on top of that, sitting with 17 armor. Like it's sometimes these conceptions of how you think this hero is going to be able to live, it just ends up not being true. And 9 showing that this Witchblade build, getting that extra armor from it, and you know, obviously having all the heals on his team, he can tank through it. Really, really good stuff from Tundra, as they have again found a way to either A, outplay their draft, or B, they had the next level play and just understood that the draft was better. So one of the two is true.
And I think even the last fight, like we saw in Winter Wyvern, they're all focusing it. But if you focus a target in team fights, it sort of breaks your formation, and it might make you like have a really bad team fight because of said formation. 9, he got a really good Winter's Curse because they're all committing on him. Nota doing something really cool, sending illusions to both block the enemy ancients and kill the Bounty Rune. You know, Tundra, they've been annoying all game, like all series, especially that game too, but I think Nota, he's been making those small little plays to equal the advantage.
And now look at this, the smoke up, they find one, No Tail, Sumail, they're both there. Thinking it might be an illusion. It's the real one. Reflection's out now, looking for the chase. 3-3, spots out Sumail, but not going to be able to connect. Now, they have both Aegis and Meta ready to go. Creep Wave pushing in towards mid. Okay. Winter's Curse punching himself, but they're going to back out. 9 might be in some trouble here. They don't want to go any further. So Song of the Siren down. Winter's Curse down. Thompson being a butthead, constantly spamming out these waves and making it feel impossible to come and pressure this.
Good.
Seb did manage to get bottom tier 1, and he's putting a lot of pressure on bottom tier 2 during this. OG, they're just sort of waiting. They understand that they have this pressure on the map, so they're okay with just chilling a bit.
This has been Seb's place down here throughout most of the games. 3-3, got off the ulti, goes for him. Roll Boulder, they got the lift up afterwards. Can the rest of OG catch any of these heroes on their way out? It doesn't look like it. So Seb, he's going to have to give up his life for this one as the right clicks come scaling through with the Scotty to get the lift up. Oh, they can't purge it. Oh, because the other one's lifted and trying to get out of there, Seb? Nah, it's not going to happen.
And this is a first pick Terrorblade Lyrical. He's 3-0. He has over 10 CS. Sorry, he's 6-0. Has over 10 CS a minute as a first pick carry in the draft. I think he's against 5. I would say these are like the 5 best Terrorblade counters in the game, potentially. Maybe PL is better than Drow Ranger, but they're all up there. He's he's playing super well, and he's just executing every team fight.
Oh, and they found Thompson again. Winter's Curse. Look at him chunk him. Thompson didn't stand a chance. There was a mid hero there,
by the way.
That was, I mean, that's a Zeus at the end of the day, right? Like, oh man,
they will catch Coddle. He has Hood Mech. He's no joke, and Shadowblade up from 9. He has Night Vision. He has Shadowblade. We thought they couldn't catch us because they have no stuns, but if 9 just solos people, he solo killed Saxa and bottom lane on his Lion. He's solo killing Zeus. He's just hunting everywhere.
Doing a ton of damage, and now like look at this. The entire map is open. I mean, obviously OG have 2 heroes down, but they don't feel comfortable leaving their base, and now they're likely on Tundra going to try and get a bunch of map control. They are investing in these Blink Daggers, so both the Drow and the Terrorblade get one. Initiation feeling paramount in these fights. 30 seconds until Roche expires. There's the start of the fight. Seb, they've already popped the borrowed time, but the Sunder comes out afterwards. Seb gets caught by the Hurl Boulder. 9 trying to survive through this one. Saking's there right on top of him. They get the Blinding Light pushback, and Seb trying to join with the rest of his team. The retreat is coming out, at least for the moment. There's a good blink away coming from the TB. They have Metamorphosis back up in 13 seconds, but again, you only have a little bit left. The Aegis about to expire right now. Chase away. Now, Fada brought down low. He's dead. No more Aegis. Gotta be careful. Jumps on top of Soxa, though. Finds that kill, and now they're trying to bring him down. Do they have enough for the kill? The Gust is there. Song of the Siren afterwards. Gonna have to cancel this one in a moment. Do they have enough? Meteor Hammer not gonna get it off. Oh, no! It didn't work, but can they bring him down in time? Skinner drop it down low. They eventually find the kill, but it's a triple kill for 9, who chases down Seb with 4 heroes left alive and only Seb on OG. T2 is going to be in a world of hurt. They wiped them all. 9 is the real carry here.
And honestly, a rare misexecution. I didn't quite see if the Droughhounds missed onto Wyvern or if Abaddon shielded it off, but they missed a Meteor Hammer after the sleep. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe Notel, he didn't have an obs to toggle the timing perfectly with. He doesn't transfer that, so maybe he overclicked or something. I don't know what happened. Anyways, 9, he gets a curse off onto Zeus and Drow Ranger, and basically 1v2s both of them. I mean, 3-3 was there hitting them, but they're like tickles compared to what 9 was doing to them. And Wyvern, this hero straight up looking broken. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how they can win this game unless Wyvern is a broken hero. But I don't think like anyone can play it. How 9 has moved this game, how he lanes, how he farms everything, it's so practiced. And I know this guy, he's actually spammed this hero in pubs, by the way. I think he went like 15-2. I'm surprised, like, no one is really playing this hero except for 9, and it's really proven clutch. He has a Kaya.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, he's going Kaya Sanj, the just be-all, end-all item nowadays. Oh, yeah, and again, back to that, like, misexecution there on the Meteor Hammer with the song. Like, we saw one of those earlier today, but you gotta keep in mind as viewers, like, they've been playing Dota now for 7.5 hours on OG. It takes it out of you when you have to play that first best of 3 and then go right into the best of 5. But at the same time, that's what separates people sometimes, and sometimes separates teams in these grand final situations. Gotta be able to win.
Yeah, and it is a bit of the upper bracket advantage that you get to watch your opponent play. 9, he's hunting. He has a Silver Edge, and he actually has 22.8 mana regen because of this Kai pickup, so he can stay in Arctic Burden permanently. He's just gonna run around with, he's 550 MS with the Silver Edge, and just hunt anyone. Like, it's so hard to catch him. Like, how do you kill this guy when he's just moving around in the trees like this?
Yeah, it's impossible. It's feeling very, very rough, but we will see how this one goes. Oh, chase down. Saksa going to fall at tier 2 tower now, taking some extra damage. Tundra looks so good.
And they're already setting up, like 9, he's on the case. They've taken top, they had control of that area, he's setting up bottom. He has a Silver Edge up again, and they're smoking to wrap around OG. This is very scary for OG here.
Tail. They realize it, they spot him, jump forward, Winter's Curse, it's on to Thompson, trying to live through this. Do they have enough? Skinner, he centers his real carry. 9 brought down low, but the Cold Embrace trying to live through it. Meanwhile, the rest of OG dropping like flies. Oh, they try and bring down 9. He's still living through this one. Bada got the shield. No Tail trying to run. Seb gonna pop that BKB, see if he can take down this pesky Wyvern, but he's just gonna have to TP out in the end. Unbelievable execution.
He's not done yet.
He's Tundra.
Okay. So Mel, link away. Wait,
look at how fast he is.
This is a speedy dragon running across the map. They could not kill him. Holy Locket came out, Abaddon heals came out, Asunder came out, and he's just going in. He's unkillable.
Living again. They pop the switch. Look at the flick forward. Skinner, he finds him too. If you deal with the Wyvern, afterwards you gotta deal with the TB as the right clicks come through. Dead, no buyback on these heroes. 34 minutes in. The Tundra lineup hoping to find an opening here and go up in this series on match point. Double kill, no buybacks on anybody. Tundra taking the lead.
God, I love Dota. Like, anytime something like this. Oh, Skinner, he's blinking in.
Oh, he's in trouble. Thompson gotta back out. It ain't gonna be there, as it looks like they're gonna take down this tier 3 towers. The question is, do they try and go for it all? I mean, right now the buyback status is there because Melee, cool, but they jump in. There's gonna be the Winter's Curse. The right click's coming through. Thompson will go down. He has buyback though, but they're going for the tier 4 towers. 40 seconds, no Timbersaw. The buyback comes from Thompson. He's got to hold this all on his own for the moment. No friends nearby at all. 6 seconds till Saksa. Fata gets healed back up again. All of the heals in the world. They're trying to finish this one right now. 4 seconds still. Drown 9. He won't die. They can't kill the Wyvern. Saksa ends up falling. They tried to blow it all up right there at the last second, but it wasn't enough. Are they barely backing now? Oh, no. They're thinking about staying. I mean, oh, it's so tempting. This is that moment. You're looking for it all. You want to go to TI. They find Thompson broken. Jumps away. Still trying to live. Can they get him down? Yes, that's a dieback. And with that, Tundra are going to set their sights one last time on the Ancient. Another song. Can he hit the combo? Tread switch, just one time for it. Will they get him? Skinner, he gets the blink away. No, it's not how it's supposed to go. They can't get it, and in the end, Tundra will go up in the series over OG. What a fabulous performance.
I'm absolutely fascinated, like flabbergasted that they could win this game. I love this about Dota because every time you think you understand something about this game, the draft, how hero matchups go,